Good afternoon, YouTube. I figured I'd do a quick update video here on the boat. It is the 4th of July, so happy 4th, Independence Day. And hope you guys are having a blast today. So we spent most of it outside, and you can hear all sorts of booming around us and whatnot, but I haven't gone to see any fireworks yet. Nor will I tonight. It has been a long, hot day. Had a whopping high of 96 today, and that is just absolutely disgusting. So, in this light, the boat doesn't look too bad. Looks like she's almost ready for the water. Maybe because she is, finally. And for those of you that have seen a couple of the previous videos, you'll notice a few things that are new and just right off the bat. So obviously a lot of the cosmetic stuff has not been done to the interior. We have focused more on functionality as we just wanted to get it out on the water. 4th of July, we have family up, I wanted to go fishing. So that's basically what we got it ready to do, legally even. So that is super duper nice, and we've got all of the jank wiring fixed up on it, and I am just excited that it's all set up and ready to go. I mean, we're going fishing tomorrow. So, granted, a lot of things aren't really tied up and buttoned up back here, but coming up front, things are a lot more nice and neat, and I had to stuff those, otherwise they'd fly away. But so we ended up going and making a new, well, Dad did. I was doing wiring and whatnot while he was doing that. But he made a new dash bezel, more routed the edges and whatnot, so it's, you know, not jagged and just a complete and utter piece of plywood. But I added a temp gauge and added another 3-way switch. There's 2 of them now. This boat now has a bilge pump down back behind the where there's a drop off for the drain plug, I guess. I don't know. Trying to listen if that's thunder, if that's fireworks. I saw some massive clouds up not too far away, so I was wondering if that was actually a thunder. I pulled the car in just in case, because I don't trust the weather for nothing. But anyway, so I guess I will show you. Got a temp gauge. It is just a gauge that sits on top of the cylinder head, or a temperature sensor that sits on top of the cylinder head, but it does work, as you saw the needle. It's even got a light. And you notice the little blue ring, that is my horn button. I now have a horn. But I will show you the new light I put on it. LED off of Amazon. It's pretty daggone bright, so I think you'll be able to see me pretty good at night. But here's the horn. Yes, I did make another hole in the boat, but you know, a lot of people were saying, I don't know what a lot of people were saying. I googled where you'd put a boat horn, and they said underneath the console, and I'm like, well, that's rather dumb. I want the sound waves to go out. If I'm trying to honk at somebody, I need to honk at somebody. If someone's coming at me, you know, trying to alert them, I want all the sound waves out of the boat, not pointing them inside of a closed, you know, a half-closed compartment. That just doesn't make any sense to me, right? So I chose to put it there. It's loud as frick. It's a dinky little horn. Again, that's off of Amazon. I think that was 15 some bucks. That was 15 bucks or something. And I also replaced the light socket back there for the pole, because the original plug was so corroded on the side there that the light no longer worked. But now it does, although I took the bulb out. The bulb's up in the house because I was trying to find some LEDs for it. But I'd have to order some. So it doesn't have the bulb in it now, but trust me, I replaced it and it does work now. Although that is on the opposite side of the switch for some reason. In order to turn on the rear, in order to turn that on, it turns off I don't know. To me, I want all lights on, I guess. I don't know. It's the anchor light, I guess. I don't know what the heck. I don't know. I guess I don't know all my boating rules. So I don't know if you're supposed to have that on in the dark when you got an anchor down. That's my guesstimate. But I will give you guys a beep of the horn. I got it covered here, though. It's loud. So anyway, just a wee little horn, but people should be able to hopefully hear that out on the open water. And that's pretty well about it. And yes, I'm leaving out the biggest thing of all. We just put that in today. It was a gift. Everybody chipped in so that we'd have something, because someone cut the transducer wire on the old setup, so it has an on-off button, so I didn't have to wire it to a switch, which is nice. This is the Helix 7 G3. It was one that was on sale at Fleet Farm for your, and there you go, Chirp Mega DI GPS G3 Bluetooth, yada yada yada. Don't know half of what all and what not of what's what. There's no signal in here because there's like no cell service inside the shed. So just is what it is. But yeah. So anyway, as we are just gonna turn that off because my phone doesn't even want to show you the frickin' colors right and whatever, but you get the gist. You can go watch a YouTube video on it. I don't even know. I know how to turn it on and off and how to get through the menu setting thing, but the turn on sequence. But other than that, I don't know jack shit. So Dad cut a new piece of plywood and recarpeted with the old carpet for that piece, screwed it down. He routed out a piece of plywood. We just set it on top. It goes all the way back to right here for the floor, and screwed it down to the stringer, and it seems to be relatively solid. So that's good. So got the canopy pretty well ready to go, because I'm going to be using it tomorrow, because I do not do well in the heat. We are starting out early in the morning. It's supposed to be 60-some degrees, so shouldn't be too bad, but holy, it's going to be hot when it gets hot. So, but I also went down and buffed along the bottom side of the boat, so it's pretty doggone decent, if I do say so myself. So I did this top there and along the front. Those were the areas I had neglected. I had done on the other side, but not this side yet. So now the boat looks pretty well even, and then I got to do all this stuff in and polish, and I did the sidewall on each side. I want to do the dash, but we're getting there. There's not too much, and then the very butt of the boat needs to be done, back wall. But other than that, she's pretty shiny. I suppose she could use some more on the front, because there's not really a whole lot of a reflection there. But anyway, I just figured I'd give you guys a quick update video, 4th of July, on what's been done on the boat, because it's been a minute, and it's going to be hitting the water again tomorrow for the 3rd time, or 4th, I don't know, since I've had the boat. So, and all within the last month. It's been twice in the water. So first time is it 3rd time? I think it's 3rd time, maybe. I don't know, maybe coming on the 4th. I don't know. We haven't done anything recreational. It's just been test and tune on the engine, seeing how much water we take in. I just wanted a bilge pump for safe measure, because we were only out on the water for 20-30 minutes, whereas we're going fishing, we're probably going to be out there for a few hours, and I want to make sure we are not trying to do a coffee can, cutting a hole in the floor, emergency, something dumb, you know. So yeah, but I'm excited to see how the temp gauge does. I have to get a bulb for the speedo yet. which is not terribly accurate. It's saying 10 miles an hour sitting here doing nothing, but one day we'll get to replacing that. As long as I can find another basic mechanical gauge like that, that'd be great. And you know, I know that I'm thinking of it, there's only one wire going to that gauge. How does that work? It doesn't. That probably won't. I don't know, because it's not grounded to anything, so I don't know how that'll work, but we probably need a new gauge in order to have that light up. But anyway, Dad insisted on doing a piece of plywood back here. That and my uncle, they worked on that together while I was still doing wiring. I couldn't figure out what I really wanted to do. I had to tie stuff together. Like I tied the light for the temp gauge in with that guy, and then the light for the, I had the horn button light tied in with the power, so whenever you pushed it in, it would light up. Well, that's kind of dumb, you know, if you're driving it. It wouldn't hurt to have that, you know, on, so you know where the horn button's at. I just ran out of time on my phone, so I'm just gonna say quick, this is for the sump. You maybe heard it zing a little bit, but one is automatic, one is manual, or pull on, or whatever. So, but anyway, more will come, more repairs, more care and tender loving whatever, but at the moment it's going on the water. So I know a couple of you guys may not be so terribly thrilled about to which I'm going about this, but I wanted it on the water ASAP. I don't want it sitting all summer long. You know, that can be for off season. On season, I just want it on the water. I want it running driving. So that's what we did. That's what we got. And the interior will come later. The floor will come later, and we'll do that proper as proper can be, which might even include if this boat's riveted together, top half and bottom half, we may even split it and lift it, and that way we get full access to the plywood up front here, and we can easily do a stringer all the way up, or whatever we got to do, we can do. So, but when the time comes, the time will come. That's not yet. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. God bless.